Call me now.
Hello and welcome to the final session of the Global Maths and Science lesson. We've been doing sessions all day long and thousands of children around the world have been doing the 30-minute lesson, which is all about learning maths through playing games. And the theme for this year is fractions. And Evette and I are going to play the games. This is the final session. Evette, so this is Evette. If you ever heard from Evette from Bubbly Maths, this is the lady there. That's Evette.
Face behind the emails.
The face behind me is it? And I'm Caroline, and we are going to play the game. So the first thing is, if you want to join in, if you want to participate in the Global Maths and Science lesson, the link is in the description. And if you participate and you submit your numbers and send us a picture, you will get a certificate of participation. I'm going to show the game here. Now, Evette, you're going to have to look carefully because the first activity is a sorting activity, and it's something that people have already.
Can you make your thing the only thing, because then I can see it better?
I will
like make that fraction the only thing, because otherwise
I'll do my best. The only thing, we did it before and I forgot what I did.
I think that's a bit better. I made it full screen on my screen so I can see that better.
Okay, it's
okay,
right. So this is the first one, which is a unit. This is worth 1. Basically, it's a unit, so it's 1. Everything else is fractions, and the idea is you've got to sort through the fractions. And now what you've got, so if we were competing with each other, Evette and I would both have a go and we'd race to do it. So Evette, what you've now got to do is help me get them in the right order. I think I've got the first 2 in the right order, and also I have more than 1 copy of some of them.
Okay.
That one's a repeat. So we've got to make sure they're in the right order. And the idea with this is that somebody of any age can do it. Right. Can you actually see?
Yeah.
Okay, that one I've already got. That one, are they in the right order?
Only the first 2 still.
Okay. So the idea is that they stagger. Oh, I've got the third one. So that's 1, that's split into 2, that's split into 3. So the next one needs to be split into 4. Well, I'm looking for the others. Can you?
That blue one there. That blue one. Yeah.
Got it. That blue one there. And then the next one is 5. I see. It's that green one.
Yeah, that's slightly greeny. I was saying, is it green? Is it blue?
It is actually, it's kind of turquoisey, greeny something. Okay, is that the next one correct? I'm looking for the other ones. I'm not really counting. Is the next one correct?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next 2 are correct.
The next 2 are correct. Oh, really?
3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm not sure about that one. Okay, that one. Okay, those 2. Yeah. Okay. How are we doing?
Count now.
2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'm missing one there.
That, in between the blue and the pink.
So I'm missing one there, and then I'm missing the 12. But anyway, you get the idea. So this is the game.
Oh, I do.
It can be done as a race.
What do you mean you're missing them?
I'm missing them. I've been playing with them. Oh, I've got one down here. I've been playing with them all day, and they've just 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I've got 12, and I'm only missing one now. But the idea is you can play it as a race. We could have played it as a race, couldn't we, Evette? But anyway, we didn't.
You could have played it as like a race against time.
A race against time, against the clock, the best
race
personal
against the
speed.
clock, exactly.
Together doing it, making out our best speed by working on it together. As you can see, you can do it on Zoom. It doesn't have to be done in person. Okay, so that's that one, and this is why I lose it, because now they all go in a pile and then they fall on the floor. Right, this is the next one. So, questions that go with it are things like label them. So once you've put them, like kids can put it in their book and label them. And then
label them. How do you mean? Label.
Well, if
the
you
numbers.
stick them in a book, label what fraction each row is, and then also it talks about, you can use it to show how, for example, 3/4 is greater than 2/3. Well, actually, you can do that with this one as well. So actually, we can do that, and that's the kind of thing that you then play the game, and then you get a little bit of learning on the back of it. So this is the next game.
A bit of learning.
Well, working out what was it? 3/4 is greater than 2/3. Let me see. All right, since you asked, let's see. 3/4. 3/4. So 1, 2, 3, 4/4. That's 3/4. And where is 2/3? 2/3 is pick up one of these. Is 2/3 is here. And this is 1 and this is 0. So they're going up that way. Therefore, 3/4 is greater than 2/3. Does that make sense? Because this is 0 and this is 1. Okay. This one's closer to 1. There's more of it before you get to 3/4 than 2/3. 2/3 is before 3/4. So that shows that 3/4, because it's just like a number line. 10 is greater than 9. 3/4 is greater than 2/3. I think that shows it quite clearly.
What would you call that? So, like, if you did that with numbers, you were saying it's like a number line. Would you call that something? Is it? I know it's a fraction wall, isn't it?
It's effectively a number line between 0 and 1.
Okay.
So that's 0 and that's 1. It's just that above the number line, you can see all the building blocks of how the fractions develop between 0 and 1.
Kinds of fractions, right.
Yeah. And so we're going to play this game, and then we're going to see, actually, it's such a pretty fraction wall. I really want to, I think that's going to be good for colouring in. I'm seeing some great patterns in there. So, so the next one is you and me. Who goes first? You go first. Okay. So the idea is we throw 2 dice, and the small number is the top, and the bottom number is the large number is the bottom of the fraction. So that would be the fraction there. 1/4.
Okay. Yeah.
And we've got to place that, and then I've got to throw a bigger number than that in order to win. So we can actually keep a tally.
How do you mean you have to place it?
Okay, so where is 1/4 on here?
Oh, so it's the. Am I going up or I'm going?
This is 0. This is 1.
Oh, I was looking at it the wrong way.
0 and 1.
Okay, I was looking at it the other way.
Okay. So, where do I place this? What color and which bar?
Oh no, because I don't get it.
Okay, so this is the quarters here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the quarters. So it was supposed to do this anyway. This is the thirds.
Yeah.
This is the halves. This is the unit. That's
fifths.
That's
what I didn't understand, because I was looking at it that way up. So I didn't understand what you meant by that was 0 and that was 1.
I can't tell which way up you were looking at it. I can't, by the way. So if we go back to the other one we were doing, if that's it was 3/4 and 2/3, that's 1, 2, 3/4, and that's 1, 2/3. So it's going from there to there. I think I need to raise this up a bit more. Okay, so where do I put the 1/4?
And the purple?
That's the whole unit. Which is the bar? What color is the bar that's split into 4?
Yellow.
Okay, and so the first quarter is here. So that's where yours lands. 1/4, 1/4. Okay, it'll come. It'll come. I'm going to throw for me, and I've got 2/4. So mine, I'm on the same line, but it's 1, 2. So I'm closer. My number is bigger. But the nice thing about this number is it's the same as a half, and you can see it right here. So 2/4 is the same.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Is in line with a half, and you can see that's also in line with 3/6. So my number's bigger because it's nearer to 1. This is 0. This has no value at all. This is 0 size, and that size 1. So closer that is to this, the bigger the number. Right.
Okay.
See, so that's 1 point for me. Are you keeping score, or am I keeping score?
Okay, so that's.
You keeping score?
Yeah. Caroline 1, Evette 0.
Right. This is Evette. Okay, this is not good. I think you should throw the dice. Okay, where am I putting this, Evette? Where am I putting this?
Oh, what happened there? Right, so are you putting it on the blue line? On like
the blue is split into 2.
Turquoisey one.
Turquoisey one. Okay,
Greeny,
and what?
Yeah.
So this is 0. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll go turquoisey green and the first bar. Yeah. If I say it like that, does that make sense? First bar on the turquoisey green, or it can be the second bar, but this one's the first bar because it's 1/3. And I'm going to do it for mine so we have a method so we understand each other. And this also just happens to be the same. It's called it an equivalent fraction, by the way. Leon taught me that. And it's the same as 2/6. Look, and you can see it literally just by following that line up, which is what I really love about one of the things I love about this game. Oh no, I'm sorry, Vance. I'm sorry.
Right, so that's 0 for me and 1 for Caroline again. I think this game is
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'll throw mine first this time.
That's all right.
So yeah, I got 1. Okay, so which is the same as 2/3. Okay, here we go. Right. I'm throwing for me first this time. Oh. Oh dear. So if I was a young learner, I'd go 1, 2, 3. If I didn't realize that was 1, but you could actually see from that, by doing this, every time you get the same number, it's going to end up on the 1. Okay, let it please be a double. Let it be a double. Yes. Hooray. Okay, we both get 1 point. Does that mean
we got one? I get 1 point, and you
get 1 point. Yeah, none of this 0 point stuff for a tie. We both get a point. Okay, I'm doing you first as well. No, that's my throw. Yeah, that's right. No, it's my throw. That was the idea. I was going to do me first. That's right. I remember now. So it's in the 6, and it's the first. So it's the pink, and it's in the first. It's the first bar of the pink.
Okay.
For the 6th.
Yeah.
Right. Your turn. Oh, tell me the color and tell me what bar it is.
So it's well, it's 1, isn't it? Because it's 4 of 4.
Yeah, 4/4. 4/4.
Yellow. Yeah.
4/4. So it's 1. Yeah, and these are all the way down there. Every single number has an equivalent fraction at number 1 because it's just itself over itself. Okay. All right. So we're tied. Are we tied yet? No,
No,
not yet.
we're
Yeah.
3-1, 3-2 to you.
Okay, this is my throw. That's not good. This is your throw. So
Now you're not
your
allowed
throw.
to just change it to allow me to win. That's not how games work.
Well, it's supposed to be my throw, so it's the yellow bar, which is the quarters, and it's 1, 2, the third bar along, and that's me. Okay, so Yvette. Oh my goodness. Oh.
So I've forgotten. Is the top one is the top?
It's the small number is on top and the large number is underneath.
Small number is on top and the large number is at the bottom.
So we can't do anything else because we're only going
over there at the first of the red one.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah, because this is a nice one too, Evette. If you did them the other way up, if you allowed it the other way up, this would be fine. But because our maximum is 1, we can't use this.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Or we could have.
So the small number is always okay.
So it has to be less than 1, 1 or less.
Yeah.
Less than or equal to 1 and it has to be greater than. Well, it's going to be greater than 0 because you can't get 0 with 2 dice.
On the dice. Okay.
Okay, right. All right. Let's see if Evette we're going to play until Evette wins, basically.
Why?
I don't know, because not wins until at least you get a point. So this is my one. So that's half there. The halves, and it's the first and only bar. And now Evette, I can't even look. Oh, look at that.
I've got 1.
All right. Okay, so Evette's got a point, so we can proceed. And the questions that go with it are things like you not label it all so the kids get an idea of how fractions work, and then
because labeling definitely helped me.
Okay, yeah. So there you go.
What's you on about?
Yeah, what's you on about? Yeah, which way's 0? Which way's up? Yeah, and then and then you can use bigger fraction walls. Now there are a whole bunch.
The other question is, which wasn't obvious to me, is that the small. Well, it's not a question. I guess is it a rule, a statement? I don't know. Terms of conditions. 2 terms of the game is that the smaller number is first. So the smaller when you throw the dice, the smaller number is the top of the
on top. Yeah,
I
did say it, but because it was early in the game, there was a lot of information coming out. But I did say it that when you throw the 2, you always put the small one on top. But yeah, so basically, what you're saying is that needs to be repeated. Thank you, because when there's lots of rules coming at you,
for the people like me who didn't get it in the instruction bit. Yes.
No. And I do the same thing. If someone throws a bunch of instructions at me, I'm like, "Well, can you start all over again, please?" So we've got all kinds of other fraction walls, and they're on the page that has the lesson on it. There's a link on there for all these other fraction walls, loads and loads of different fraction walls, so you can download them and you can make it as hard or as easy, and you can make it more complicated for the learners that you're working with. Is that the same as this one? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yes, it is. But I love this. I made this one that has no colors because I want to color it in. I've got a burning desire to color it in. I can see all the patterns in it. So you can make it as high as you like.
Can there be another? Is there another aspect of a game where the color, how you color it in, shows the fractions also? Or not really?
Depends on the fraction. It totally depends on the fraction. So what fraction would it be showing?
Right.
This is like a generic menu, let's say, for fractions, that every single fraction between 0 and 12/12 is included here.
Right.
So it's like it has all fractions between 0 and 12 twelfths. Not more that are greater than 0 up to 12 twelfths.
Right. So how would how would you play that game with like a very small person?
With a very small person, very young person, I'd get out food, I'd get out blocks, I'd get out Lego, I'd get out the initial introduction to fractions for a very small person is food, sharing. The sharing between two, sharing between three.
So if we have like, biscuits and we want to share them equally kind of thing, or if I want to share,
you can break a biscuit in half or cut a piece of cake in half, or just sharing. Oh well, no, I was given a great solution to that today. What you do is you give the job of choosing, especially if you've got two children, it's great. One cuts and the other chooses. So the one that isn't cutting is the one that chooses the piece that they get to have. And that works just as well for 2 or for 3. Whoever is cutting is going to be the last one to get a piece. So the one cutting is going to make a huge effort to get it exactly in half or exactly in thirds.
Oh, I was trying to understand, but now I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was given to me today. I think I've heard it before, but I didn't register it. And now I heard it again. I'm like, yeah, that's a good one. That's very good. One. So the some of the questions that go with this, just to note them, would be to write down all of the fractions that you see on the wall that are equivalent to 3/4. Write down all the fractions equivalent to 5/6, if I can get it. 5/6, is that right? No, that's that one, 5/6. All the fractions that are equivalent to 7/12, if you don't mind. And I put 2, 4, 6, 7, 7/12. Are there fractions equivalent to 7? 2, 4, 6, 7. So how is 2, 4? How is 4/6? Oh, it's not. What's this? 4/7. Is it 4/7 equivalent to 7/12? I don't know. I'd have to really think about that one. I can't see that one at this point. And 6/24. So what would that be? 6/24. And that's not even on here. And actually, what we're going to do next is also so you have to really think about where that would be. So those are questions that follow up to challenge the learners, and you could use more dice or whatever just to make it more interesting. Now, this is the last game that is as part of the lesson, and I've got something else to show you as well. Now, so this one, have you seen any of my lives at all today, Evette?
No.
Okay, good. Right. So this one is a really neat way to introduce algebra. Again, it's a game. So the first job is to work out what all these expressions are if x is 1. So on this one, it would be 1/1 because x is 1. Just every time you see x, substitute the number 1. In other words,
okay.
Yeah. So in this one, 1/1 is 1 divided by 1. Oh, it's gone. Sorry about that. I beg your pardon. Oh. Well, we've lost Evette. I think I accidentally pressed my pad, and then I think she thought she was out, so she's gone. She's completely gone. So I'll tell you about it. So 1/1. So if you do each one of these, this is 2/4, which, let me just bring it down a bit closer. 2/4. If you basically the x becomes 1. That one is 1 over 3, which is the level 3, and it's split into 3. So these become the fractions that are in that wall. But then the fun really starts here now. The fun starts here because if you throw, first this one you have to do, oh, is she back? No. Oh. No, we've lost Evette. So one at a time, you have to do this one at a time. So the first one tells you which level you're going to be on. So we're on level 5. So this is, again, this is competing. So this is the first person. And the second one is 2. And what 2 is the number you substitute for x. So 2 8s are 16 plus 7, 23. So this one is 3 over 23. So the next thing you've got to do is work out where on earth is 3 23rds. You've got to actually work out where that is. You might have to use estimating. You might have to use rounding. You might have to, do a best guess more or less where it is. And then what's the other person? But you'd know more or less where it is. So depending on the next throw, level 1, oh. Okay, so it's level 1, and it's 1/4. So this one's easy to work out. It's 1/4 because the x is 4. 1/4 is there. So the question is 3/24 less than or greater than 1/4? And I would say 3/24. 4/24 are 2. Oh dear. 4/24 are 2/12. Well, 2/12 are here, so it's going to be less than 2/12. So person B wins that one. So, and because you can establish it's less than here. So you have to do some thinking about it in order to work that one out. And that's a really nice activity. We have definitely completely lost Evette. I don't know where she's gone. So those are the actual activities. And then I just wanted to show you one last thing, which is, well, I use chocolate for fractions. I like to use chocolate for fractions. I've got all this chocolate here ready to do fractions with, so that the learners can actually move things around and work out what fraction of a whole piece of chocolate they're working with. This is the last one I wanted to do. And just seeing, she's not even watching. Don't know what's happened to Evette. We've lost her. We've lost Evette. Just going to see, is she coming back? Are you coming back? Question mark. And okay, because if she is coming back, I would like to show her this, because if she hasn't seen it, it's really cool. Well, I suppose I can show her later myself. Okay, so the idea is you have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. And so we've got 32 pieces of chocolate, but I want a piece of chocolate, and yet I've still got to give 32 people a piece of chocolate. So what I do is I've taken that one away, I slide this one down here, put that one there, and let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We still have 32 pieces of chocolate, and I've got my piece that I can have as a snack. Num, 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 num. Thank you very much for joining us for the Global Maths and Science lesson. That is the last live for today, I believe, unless somebody hops in and decides they want to join in a bit later. And I'm not sure that I'll be able to, because I've got other things I've got to do tonight as a consequence of today. So thank you for spending time with us today with the Global Maths and Science lesson. See you next year for the Global Maths and Science lesson 2022. The topic will be reported. We'll tell you about the topic. If you've registered or if you keep an eye out on the social media, you'll see it. If you've registered for this one, then you'll get notifications of next one. If you've participated in this one, then the first thing you have to do is register if you haven't already. And that is the registration. That's what will lead you to the registration link. And then the next thing will be at some point this evening. Hopefully, we will change that to to submit the data that you've got, submit a photo, and then we'll send you a PDF. Oh dear, Yvette's computer crashed and it's updating. Oh dear, isn't that the way these things go? And then you can't do anything. Okay, so once you've submitted, we'll send you a PDF of a certificate of participation, which you can print out and give to all the participants. That includes grown-ups, teachers, any volunteers that have helped out, as well as the children themselves. And we look forward to seeing you again next year for next year's Global Maths and Science lesson. Thank you.